guys. Wanted to take a minute to highlight some of my top immune busting foods as we are, into that season where everybody's looking at how to strengthen their immune system. And wanted to highlight some of my top foods to help with that. Most people think about vitamin C, they think about oranges as kind of their go-to foods. So I wanted to highlight a few others. One at the top of my list is garlic. And maybe because I love it so much, but when you crush garlic, a compound called allicin is released, which is a natural antimicrobial. And we know through the research that regular intake of allicin can help your body fight off infection, and can be just a valuable way to strengthen your immune system. But it's important to note that heat actually deactivates this effect. So what we really want to get the immune benefits from garlic is raw garlic. So what I suggest people do is generally mince or grate your garlic and then throw it onto your food after you cook it, or mix it into a salad dressing or something like that, so you don't have to actually cook the garlic to get those benefits. Which, as a side note, doesn't mean that cooked garlic doesn't have other benefits, but just specifically for this immune benefit, you want raw garlic. Other foods that I highlight are fermented foods, and you guys, I know, hear me talk about gut health all the time, and fermented foods stimulate and support all of our gut bacteria, and when we have a healthy gut, we tend to have a healthy immune system. So taking in fermented foods of all kinds, whether it be kimchi or sauerkraut or tempeh or miso or yogurt or kefir or any of these things, are really going to help with your immune system. Another food that I know you've heard me talk about before is ginger, which is a very powerful anti-inflammatory, which helps your immune system for that reason. Ginger is something that you can throw into everything, cooked or not, to get this benefit. Another one is spinach, partly because it is rich in vitamin C, which increases the production of white blood cells, which are your immune system cells. And also because it has tons of antioxidants that increase the ability of your immune system to fight infection. And spinach has these benefits raw or even lightly cooked. You can get that benefit. And then the last one, which I think you've heard me talk about as well, is Brazil nuts, which are high in selenium, which help reduce inflammation and enhance your body's immune system function. And we know that tons and tons of studies have demonstrated that increased blood levels of selenium are associated with enhanced immune response, and Brazil nuts are our single best food source of selenium. And even if you don't love Brazil nuts, it only takes 3 Brazil nuts a day to get the recommended dose of selenium. So whether you're just eating them or chopping them up and throwing them into something else, make sure you're getting your 3 Brazil nuts a day to get this awesome immune system benefit. So those are my top immune busting foods. Start incorporating them regularly if you haven't already. And I will see you here again soon. Bye.